Well, let's move on to some other stories now, where the United AIADMK faction is all set to hold a crucial General Council meeting of the party today, which is expected to expel VK Sasikala from the post of the General Secretary of the party. Now, on Monday, a petition was filed by an aide of TTV Dinakaran seeking a stay at the General Council meet, which was rejected, and in fact, it imposed a fine of 1 lakh rupees on him for waiting and taking the court's time and taking a nod from Chief Justice for filing petitions against the MLAs and MPs. At the meet, the EPS-OPS combined will strive to put in place a steering committee as an ad hoc measure to administer the party till a new General Secretary is elected. However, such decisions may in fact put Chief Minister Palnisamy on the brink of crisis as TTV Dinakaran threatens to topple the government. He claims to have the support of about 21 legislators and also says that Palnisamy no longer commands a majority in the assembly and therefore must submit to a trust vote. The last week, TTV Dinakaran had met Governor C. Vidyasagar Rao for the second time to demand a trust vote in the assembly. Now, the trouble was triggered just hours after the EPS-OPS factions shook hands over a deal last month. The DMK chief, MK Stalin, who met the governor on Sunday, says that together with Dinakaran, they have about 119 legislators and the halfway mark in the 234-member assembly since the death of former Chief Minister Jayalalitha stands at 117. However, the larger faction of the AIADMK, led by Chief Minister Palnisamy, says that they have the covert support of about 9 lawmakers from the Dinakaran camp, and hence a majority figure of 124. And for more on this, we are joined in by my colleague Revati Rajivan from Chennai. Now, Revati, this is an interesting bit of development. The tussle between the EPS and the OPS camps was going on, but now they have shook hands. But the big problem is now expelling Sasikala and TTV Dinakaran. Can that be done? And can E. Palnisamy still hold on to the position of being the Chief Minister there?
Well, there are a lot of confusions with regards to that in the AIADMK, as we have seen in the last several months. To begin with, there is no one single AIADMK in Tamil Nadu at the moment. There are two factions technically. Although they have merged, the two factions are still technically existent here in Tamil Nadu. So there's the EPS faction and the OPS faction that is present. So the General Council meeting that is being held today, one cannot say whether that's the General Council meeting of the AIADMK party, considering that there are two factions of the parties. Now, the party themselves, the factions themselves say that it is the General Council meeting of the two factions, which is not quite possible according to the bylaws of the party. Now, once the two factions, once this General Council meeting, if at all they decide to expel VK Sasikala, then it means that TTV Dinakaran will go ahead and pull back the MLAs on his side. And yesterday he had made it very clear that he would even go ahead and pull down the government. He would make sure that the government falls as well. Now, the question again is whether or not this General Council meeting can decide to remove VK Sasikala from the party, considering that her position is, disputed and is before the Election Commission at the moment. So, it is Election Commission which can take a decision with regards to VK Sasikala, 1, and 2, considering she is the General Secretary of the party and TTV Dinakaran, the Deputy General Secretary of the party, whether this General Council meeting called by the others in the party will stand valid or not. So, there are several questions that come out with regards to the General Council meeting here, with regards to the factions within the party, with regards to the support that Palnisamy has. Clearly, with the with the number of affidavits that has been submitted to the governor by the MLAs in the TTV Dinakaran group, clearly Palnisamy does not have a majority at this point. But once they decide to remove VK Sasikala as well, the number is only going to increase on TTV Dinakaran side, is what he claims. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of decisions and resolutions come out of this meeting and what will follow after that.
And also, realistically speaking, Revati, can we expect TTV's Dinakaran and Sasikala to be expelled today, or is that not in the hands of the OPS and EPS faction?
Well, according to the EPS and OPS camps, TTV Dinakaran was already expelled from the party. They had passed resolutions saying that any appointment, the appointment made by VK Sasikala, that is the appointment of the Deputy General Secretary TTV Dinakaran, stands null and void, and all his decisions in the party also stand null and void. So they had taken that resolution earlier as well, and they had kept the VK Sasikala's decision for later, considering that the matter is disputed and it is before the Election Commission. So there was no decision so far. So far, no decision has been taken on VK Sasikala. It is doubtful whether they can take it, technically speaking, as per the laws of the party. Whether it is possible to do so today is also a question. But we'll have to see. AIADMK has been giving a lot of surprises in the last few months, so we'll have to see what comes out of this meeting as well.
Absolutely, indeed, Revati. Thank you very much indeed for joining us from Chennai and getting us the latest. We'll of course keep coming back to you